Hello, welcome to YOLO Crypto. And it always seems to come in waves, right? Almost like the 4-year Bitcoin cycle. What I'm talking about is revolutionary trends. My name is Daniel Scott Jacobs, and I'm going to tell you about a trend that's going to be huge. It's called real world assets. So if you think back, we had DeFi summer back before the year 2021. Then remember the metaverse. And more recently, there are AI related projects that are making an impact. But what is next? I'm here to tell you that it's going to be real world assets. So what are real world assets? Real world assets are RWAs are physical or traditional financial assets such as real estate, commodities, equities, or bonds that are tokenized and represented on the blockchain, right? So you're taking something that's in the real world, that's physical, and you're putting it onto the blockchain and making it digital. Right now, this enables digital ownership, trading, and integration with decentralized finance or DeFi. Every new bright, shiny object in the crypto space always has a provocative reason that is popular and attracts a ton of capital. So the reason for RWAs is money. Right? Think about it. Think about all the things out there that are not digital, that could be digital. Real estate is probably the biggest one that comes to my mind. Just think about it. Think about all the assets and equities that are not currently on the blockchain. Basically everything. We are talking about trillions of dollars just in real estate alone, not to mention stocks, commodities, and bonds. All these real world assets have the potential to be tokenized. Think about this, right? Put yourself in your home, right? It's 3 o'clock a.m. You can't sleep. You click on the news, okay? Flashing across the screen. Breaking news. Apple's largest iPhone manufacturing plant in China gets destroyed in a devastating earthquake. Now, again, this is just an example, okay? You don't want to get sued by Apple. As a traditional stock trader, you're hearing this, you're going to want to sell your Apple stock because you know that it's going to have at least a considerable dip, right? But oops, the stock market doesn't open until 9:30 a.m. Sure, there's pre-market hours. You might be able to get into a pre-market trade before the market opens. But by the time you log into your brokerage and place the trade, the stock's already down 10%. Blockchain is going to fix this, okay? Does Bitcoin ever not trade? No. Is cryptocurrency market ever closed? No. Bitcoin always trades. There are no days off. There are even pauses during trading hours, right? When a stock is trading, and because it's too volatile, they will turn it off and they will make the trade numbers not move. You can't buy, you can't sell, to try to cut down on volatility. I've been stuck in this multiple times and it sucks, okay? You're trying to day trade, trying to make a few bucks, and you can't put in a trade. Then when they do open the stock, you have all these trades in the queue that get executed, and I was up $30,000 at one time. I walked out of that trade with fucking $0 because they shut it down, okay? That does not happen on blockchain. So I can tell you for a fact that eventually you're going to see all real world assets, anything that matters, on the blockchain. We will see the entire stock market operate on blockchain technology. How long until this happens depends on a number of variables, including regulation and general crypto adoption. The main question now is, which blockchain will these real world assets utilize? That I can't answer for sure. But let's take a look at some projects that are getting progress in different aspects of RWAs or real world assets. So the first one and the biggest one, the one that I own, and the only one, one of two on that list that I own, I am probably going to buy more, but I think we still may be a little bit early, is Ondo Finance, ticker symbol ONDO. So they're focused on tokenizing U.S. treasuries and bonds. However, this is mostly focusing on institutional investors, okay? But if you think about it, even though they're not going to cater directly to retail can still make a lot of money, okay? Because think about how much capital is with institutional investors. You're talking about like BlackRock, State Street, things like that, Citadel. So something you're definitely paying attention to, and Ondo is on all the main exchanges. It's on Coinbase. So if something's on Coinbase, you know that they do a big vetting process, so you know that it is at least a decent project, right? Next one you've probably heard of if you've been in crypto for a while is MakerDAO, ticker symbol MKR. So they're focused on integrating real-world assets and DeFi, okay? MakerDAO has strategically integrated real-world assets into its operations to diversify revenue and enhance the stability of its decentralized stablecoin, DAI, ticker symbol DAI. So MakerDAO is catering more towards retail. which is a good thing. So that's something I would definitely pay attention to is MakerDAO. I feel like Ondo Finance and MakerDAO are probably going to do similar in terms of upside potential, right? But because Ondo Finance is catered more towards institutional investors, you might see a little more upside on that one. Next one you may not have heard of is called Centrifuge, ticker symbol CFG. So they are focused on bringing private credit card markets to blockchain, which hasn't really been done before. Okay, Centrifuge connects borrowers seeking to finance RWAs with DeFi capital, enabling businesses to access funding without relying on traditional banks or intermediaries. And that's one thing that crypto really does, is it's going to get rid of all this third-party bullshit. I mean, even if you were to take something like a DAO, right? A DAO, if you don't know what that is, it's basically a company, but instead of having one person who owns a company who gets all the money, everybody gets all the money, and instead of one person making decisions on which way the company is going to go or which product to sell, everybody gets to govern how the DAO works, right? So there's a DAO right now who wants to buy sports teams, okay? Here at YOLO Crypto, we're going to create a DAO. We're working on it now, and we will release our goals and our trajectory and our roadmap, sometime in the near future, so stay tuned for that. Let's look at number 4. Number 4 is synthetics. So I'll spell it for you. SYNTHETIX, ticker symbol SNX. So they're focused on creating real-world assets on-chain. Synthetic assets known as synths, okay? These synths replicate the value of real-world assets, allowing users to gain exposure without directly holding the underlying asset. So what synthetics is going to do is it enables the creation and trading of synthetic assets. All right. So you're going to see synthetics bring a lot of things on chain, okay? Now, this is one I would really pay attention to because they could have first mover advantage, right? So first mover advantage, for example, is like Ethereum, okay? Ethereum's prices, gas fees are a little bit higher, but so many people are developing on Ethereum, and it's the number 2 crypto asset in the world, okay? If you were to look at CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, you can see it's always number 2. It has the biggest market share because it has first mover advantage, okay? So synthetics might fall into that ballpark under that umbrella, so I'll definitely pay attention to that. And lastly, we have gold-backed stablecoins, okay? These would be something like PAXG, PAXG, and Tether Gold. So they are digitizing commodities, essentially, specifically gold. PAXG and Tether Gold are digital assets that represent ownership of physical gold, okay? So when you buy that, think you have gold somewhere in a vault that your cryptocurrency or your coins are represented by. Combining the stability of gold with the flexibility of cryptocurrency works very simply because each of these stablecoins is backed by a specific amount of physical gold that is held in a secure vault. Now, remember, I cannot see the future. I do not know which projects will flop and which ones will do big things. It is impossible to tell when real-world assets will be more popular. We may be a little bit too early, but I don't think it's too early to invest in these new era crypto projects. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and which projects you think will do good that I did not mention. Remember, please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and hit the like button. My theory is very simple, okay? I don't see the like button being hit enough. If you like the content, if you like the video I just made, if you thought it was helpful, if you learned something, hit the like button. If you think I'm full of shit, hit the dislike button, okay? And also, if you want me to do a deep dive on a specific project or on a niche in general, please leave that in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time.